Hi, everybody. It's Don, Mark, and down below, Paul. We're back, and we got some more instant classics. Now, what we mean by that is that movies that we saw when they came out, we came out saying, you know what? That is a classic movie. That'll go down as a great movie in the future. Maybe not right now, but in the future. And so we each came up with a couple of them. Mark's last time we did this came out with Sharknado. So we can always find some entertaining choices when Mark picks these kind of movies. So we'll find out what he says this time around. I think he was, coming up with some really strange ones, but we'll figure it out right
I've got some good ones. I've got some good ones this time.
Here he does. All right, Mark, since you say you have such good ones, let's start off with you. Boom.
You guys pick on me so much. You're always picking on me.
There's a reason.
I try to be a good person.
All right, tell us what your instant classic is.
Okay, so my first instant classic, I'm going to go with Galaxy Quest. That's right. The sort of spoofy Star Trek genre movie from, I don't even know what year, probably late 90s, early 2000s. But Galaxy Quest is one of those funny, spacey, Star Trek-y movies that if I'm flicking the channels and it's on, I'm going to stop and I'm going to watch it. It's always been entertaining to me, and I think it's one of those movies that if you say Galaxy Quest, people just automatically know that it's a good movie.
Is that the one with Tim Allen?
Yeah. Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, I have to admit.
You haven't seen Galaxy Quest?
I haven't seen Galaxy Quest. It always looked to me like it was some kind of B-movie schlock.
No,
it is good. It's so good.
They make it look like it's a B-movie slot because they're supposedly B-movie actors.
Okay, so get this, okay? So they are sort of like
they're Star
Trek has-beens, right? Star Trek actor-type has-beens from their show. And this alien race, advanced alien race, has been catching signals from the Star Trek-type show, right? The show is called Galaxy Quest. So they think that these actors are the actual people in this advanced race. So they come to the humans for help to destroy their space enemy. They beam these actors up, expecting them to be these saviors, these super space saviors, and they're all just actors. They have no idea what they're doing. Watch it; it's great.
Don, this sounds like your screenplay that you wrote.
It does, doesn't it? Doesn't it? And the one thing about this one, though, that is kind of neat is that the alien race builds the whole spaceship and everything the way it's supposed to work, and the actors come up on there, and they have no idea how to operate what they're supposed to know how to operate, and it just works.
Right? Because
like the pilot doesn't know how to fly.
Right? They're just punching buttons on the screen on the show. And so the alien race designs the ship to actually function in the way that they pretend to hit the buttons.
Yeah. And in fact, there's a scene in the movie that they actually have to call people on Earth who are like the nerds of the show, who are super fans.
Yeah, the super fans.
Tell them how to find something on the ship. Because they can look up the designs on the internet and all this stuff. It is a very good movie, actually. I enjoyed that one. Bravo, Mark. Good choice for your first one. All right, Paul, what's your first choice?
My first choice is Jurassic Park.
Oh.
Like, is there anybody in the entire world that would not appreciate Jurassic Park? Like, even if they watched it today.
Jurassic Park's a winner. Now, every movie after Jurassic Park in that franchise is a failure.
Well, the new ones with
every
Pratt
single
there.
one.
The new ones with Pratt, they're not epic, but they're still okay.
Every single one.
They're poorly written. Let's put it that way.
Now, the original Jurassic Park has effects that are still better than what we see today.
Yes.
The raptors, the velociraptors have personality. The T-Rex is terrifying. You had Jeff Goldblum was amazing. He was funny. He comes out with Life Will Find a Way. You had Newman. He was kind of like a squirmy little rat bad guy. And
I didn't think you were going to say bad guy there. I was ready to edit.
It was all just an epic movie that you could re-release it in the theaters. People would go watch it and they would come out saying, "Wow, that was awesome."
Yeah, I agree.
All right, yep. It's hard to disagree with that one. So I think my first one's going to be one that I came out of going that the story was so well done and the plot twist was so well done in the movie that it, to me, became an instant classic, and that's Ex Machina.
You've mentioned it quite a few times on the show.
It is so intriguing. It starts along that typical story of, oh, we created a robot that's, a sentient being, it's a human, but it has such dark moments in this that at first it's all light and, oh, look what I created and this is beautiful and everything, and then when you start getting into the story and you see the first robots that they created and how they went mad and actually ripped themselves apart from their pain and their, what's going on in their mind to become sentient, then and then the plot twist at the end where I don't want to ruin it, but that plot twist at the end was just so cold, and it was also the end of the human race. Once they get going. But if you watch the movie, you'll know what I mean. But I mean, this guy is madly in love with her, will do trying to save her and everything, and she is just so cold and calculated, and it's true robot. But at the whole time of the movie, you're going, she's a personality, she has feelings, we got to help her and all that. And then at the end, surprise, not so much. It was all calculated and planned. So it was one of my favorite movies. I watch it all the time.
At least 10 times this week.
I'll probably watch it tonight now that I've mentioned it. All right, Mark.
After he reads his Richard Sharp novels.
Yep. What's up, Mark?
Okay, so my next one, it's kind of a toss-up, but I'm going to go with the newer of the two, which is, and you guys will probably disagree with me, but I really enjoyed this movie, is The Greatest Showman.
Are you waiting for a reaction?
Yeah, something. Did you guys both see it?
I haven't seen it.
I've seen it.
Okay, what did you think of it, Don?
It was enjoyable. It's a work of fiction, obviously, because that's not really what his life was like. But I enjoyed the songs. And that.
Okay, as far as like, so it's not often anymore that we get a good musical. Something. In fact, when I went to the movies to see it, I had no idea what I was going to see. It was just sort of a date night, and we were going to watch something. Had no idea what it was. I was like, okay, well, I get popcorn out of it. So sat down, watched it. I came out of that movie. I didn't know it was a musical going in, but I came out singing those songs because I thought it was great.
Was there a song by Zendaya and Zac Efron in that movie?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I love that song.
Yeah, that's they're on the trapeze and they're singing that. But it was a great movie. I thought I will definitely watch this again, and I have.
Okay, all right.
You seem to disagree.
No, I don't. No. Like everyone was raving over that movie. Everyone was freaking out, and a lot of I cruise a lot. A lot of the cruise lines out there adapted the show. This is the greatest show, and a lot of different cruise lines are singing that song out there. So I can see it, Mark. Yeah, I don't watch it as much, but because if I watch it, I'll watch the opening song, and then I'll watch the one song where the freaks are saying that they're rebelling, and because he's turned his back on them, that kind of thing.
And the one when they're in the bar and he's sort of convincing Zac Efron to work with him, and it's full of great songs.
But that's what I'll fast forward to more: the songs more than the story. Myself, but okay, all right, Paul, you're up. Number two.
Number two, I'm going to do a 1979 TV miniseries adapted from Stephen King called Salem's Lot. No, just kidding. I'm going to say Die Hard.
Okay, no word of a lie. That was my toss-up movie. Die Hard.
Okay, so Die Hard. This is back before Bruce Willis was a known quantity, and you had just a regular guy going into a contained area. It wasn't like this part of the world and that part of the world action movie. Just a contained area, and he had to save the day. And it was a love story basically because he's going there to save his estranged wife, and he's going up against the formidable talents of Alan Rickman as the bad guy. He was just so suave and cool that he's the bad guy, yeah, but I love him. He's awesome. And this launched Bruce Willis into the stratosphere. Everything he did after this, people wanted to see. Even Family Matters, they kept the father a cop because that was his character in this movie. And to this day, if you say what was the greatest action movies of all time, people will say Die Hard. Guaranteed they'll say Die Hard in their top 5 action movies all time.
I can't disagree because I would always say that is a classic already. You can't. Alan Rickman portrayed the bad guy, the villain in the movie. Like he changed the way we look at the villains in movies because they used to always be over the top, and he came in and he was Mr. Cool.
And it wasn't that the movie aged well. It's immediately, it was just a stunning movie that everybody enjoyed.
And one of the best things is, though, you can watch it again today, and it's still a fantastic movie. It has changed in your enjoyment of the movie. One of the best Christmas movies I've ever watched. So that's another debate altogether out there. All right, I got a weird one here. It was a movie that I went to on a lark because there was nothing else in the theaters. And I said to myself, okay, I'm going to go see this. I'm going to hate it, but I'm going to go see it. And that was the movie Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Dumb little comedy about an a cappella group competing in an a cappella college and contest. And the best thing about that movie is, first of all, it basically introduced most of us to Anna Kendrick, who is not only an Academy-nominated actress, she's also, an accomplished singer besides that. But the best part of it is they did not take themselves seriously. They made fun of the fact that they were a cappella singers. They said, oh, in the hierarchy of the college, we are below this person and this person and this person and this person. And they, yet they had their fandom out there as well. And it was so real to me. The music in there was very lighthearted, very peppy, and there was a romance out there as well. You fell in love with the characters and you knew what they were feeling. Even Anna's character, when she was walking around looking for something, a campus clique to join, when they first told her to, hey, come and join the a cappellas, the groups, she just said, it's kind of lame. You guys are lame. And it was so cheesy, but so well done. I enjoyed it tremendously.
My favorite part or characters in the movie were the TV moderators.
Yep.
I laughed harder at them than I had at anything else in the movie.
Yep. Yep.
So usually when we're talking about classics, we're talking about something that sets them apart, innovation-wise or culturally or mass opinion. Where do you think Pitch Perfect fits in there?
I think it fits in with comedy and a cult classic. It became a cappella. A cappella started picking up again. You had, what's the Canadian, Pentatonics and all that started right around the time that movie came out. And I think they're partly responsible for it becoming so popular at one point.
You might not know this, but Don joined an a cappella group shortly after.
I'm very, yeah.
The Pentatonics.
It's called Mark, Shut Up. If anyone ever heard me singing, they'd run to the other room. It would not be. So, yeah, no, I like just the way I was so happy that they were not afraid to make fun of themselves in the movie. So it had great songs. It was a funny movie. It had lighthearted moments. Even the side characters on there, the guy Benji, who wanted to be part of the a cappellas and was turned down because he's such a geek. He's like into close-up magic and stuff like this. Yet he gets a roommate who goes with it. You know what I mean? He walks into the room and the guy has Star Wars posters all up and he's dressed up in his magic hat. And he's doing close-up magic. And if you walked into college and that was your roommate, your first instinct would be go, uh-oh. If the guy in the movie just goes, okay, I can live with this. I can roll with this. And they, you know, it was so easy, and there was nothing too serious about the movie, but it was a very enjoyable movie and some of the best music I heard in a movie in a long time.
Okay, so I haven't seen both of Mark's movies.
You haven't?
I haven't seen The Showman or Galaxy Quest. What was
So
your
maybe
first one?
you should.
Ex Machina, you've seen.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. Okay. So I haven't seen 2 of all of our movies.
Well, now you have some homework.
I would say out of those 2 from Mark, I would say for you, Galaxy Quest is the one you should check out first.
Okay.
Well, there you go, buddy.
But do check out both of them.
Yeah, but he's not as much into musical as comedies. So.
No, but Hugh Jackman and Zac Efron.
Oh.
both great actors.
Oh, okay, actor.
And so hot.
So let us know what you guys think. Have you seen the movies that we mentioned? Do you think they were good movies? Obviously, most people know Die Hard, Jurassic Park, but some of our others out there, like Pitch Perfect, maybe not a lot of people have seen. Ex Machina, maybe not a lot of people have seen, but trust us, they're worth a look.
Hey, if this video gets 200-something views, I think we should have 200-something movies in the comments so people think they're instant classics.
They're all going to be Die Hard and Ex Machina.
Okay.
Let us know what you guys think. Tell us what the movies are down below. And until next time, stay safe, stay isolated, don't get sick. And until next time, we'll see you on the channel.